Good morning, y'all. Lisa here, Family Foods. And today I'm going to make a little bit of breakfast slash lunch. This was a suggestion from you guys. I've made it before, not recently. It's been a while. It's called Congee. And essentially it's like a rice soup. The rice is so cooked that it almost like disintegrates, and it just kind of makes this like creamy, it's really comforting, really relaxing. It's probably the cheapest thing you can make, and it really is good. So this was a suggestion. I didn't have this in mind to make the first day, but then after reading comments, I was like, you know what, I can throw that in. So for this, you just need some rice. You can make it from completely raw rice, but mine's already been pretty much cooked. But you don't need a lot of it because, like I said, you just like cook it to death. So I'm going to use some of the rice. I'm just showing you what I have here. I'll get it all kind of prepped up with the measurements, but I'm going to put some rice in there. I thought I'd put maybe some chopped carrots, a little bit of this hot pepper for color and flavor, and a little bit of the spinach. And then the broth is going to be this bouillon cube. This is a great thing. I usually always have this on hand. Each one is supposed to be for a cup of water. But we don't like things seasoned too well, so I'm probably going to stretch this out, and then I can adjust it a little bit, maybe just with some salt. But anyways, let me prep all this up. Get it in this pot, get it cooking, and we'll go from there. Okay, y'all, here is everything that's going into this congee. I've got a half a cup of cooked rice, well, about 90% cooked. 2 bouillon cubes, a little bit of fresh spinach, some red Fresno chili, which is kind of on the heat level as a jalapeno. I had 2 little carrots sliced up here, and 4 cups of water. I got my pot on high here, and I'm just going to add everything to the pot together. Let's just splatter some water here. I'm going to add everything to the pot here. I'm going to let it come to a boil. And then once it comes to a boil, I'm going to reduce it to a very low kind of simmer. And I'm just going to let it cook on the stove for probably like an hour. I'll check back with you when it's kind of looking the way it should. But basically this rice is going to kind of disintegrate. If you never had it, kind of really disintegrates into the water. And just looks it almost looked like a cream soup. From the rice. It's very, very good. I'm hoping this is just as tasty as the time I made it before. So anyways, I'll check back with you as it gets a little closer. All right, so I let this come to a boil, and now I just turned it down to 2.4 here. I'm going to put this lid on, and I'm going to let it cookie. Like I said, that rice has to like totally kind of break down. And don't stress so much about measurements and all this and that. It's just a soup. It's just a flavorful soup. It wouldn't matter if you didn't cook it as long and the rice was a little more intact, or you cooked it too long and it was a little softer. Y'all don't worry. Just make it with love. Just give it a little stir. If it gets too thick, this rice breaks down and looks a little too thick, I'm going to add some water. Then I'll taste it. If it needs a little salt or a little more bouillon, I can do that. But that's it. The rice is gonna do the work. You're gonna see. It's got a little ways to go, but just wanted to kind of show you after it came to a boil. Just kind of like a light, a simmer, high simmer. Okay, there we go. Cookie. All right, so the congee is done. Look at that. It tasted it. It's really delicious. I had to crank up the heat a little bit because we actually have to go in town, and I needed to cook a little faster, so I kind of turned it up a bit, but there's really no right or wrong. You can't really mess it up, guys. It's when the rice is just super, super soft, and it's just excellent on a cold cold day, it's perfect if you're not feeling well. Everything's just soft, easy to eat, easy to digest, very flavorful. It's just very comforting. And I mean, this is like pennies. So anyways, this is what it should look like. And again, it could be a little thicker, it could be a little thinner. I had to add about 2 more cups of water because as I was cooking it, obviously it was like reducing down. But it's got a nice little spice from the peppers, and the carrots kind of mushed up a little bit in there, but that's a good thing. So I'm going to put these in some bowls, and we'll see what David thinks of it because he's never had anything like this. But just a nice soup. Okay, we just sat down, so we got 2 nice big bowls full, and it looks fantastic. David's gonna do a little taste test. And I just want to say too, guys, if this is not enough food for you, Dave and I are kind of like light eaters, and I'll be honest, I'm not even that hungry at the moment. We kind of like snack, and then we have like 1 big meal, really, maybe 2 meals. So, but you know, make some nice crusty bread. That bread recipe that I posted, there's a thumbnail with the with the bread. It is fantastic. That bread, with me getting the flour for $1.50, which is pretty cheap right now, it costs 30 cents to make that whole entire thing of bread. Bread is cheap. So make some bread, have some bread and butter. Make a little pasta on the side. There's a lot of inexpensive things you can have. We have lettuce from the garden. What do you think, baby? Oh, I'm recording you there. It's got a nice kick from the that little bit of pepper.
Yeah.
But isn't that... Yeah, a little spicy, but I like it. Mm-hmm. We like it spicy.
Yeah.
This is like if you weren't feeling good or just on a cold day, it's very comforting and relaxing and so simple.
Yeah, the rice is real soft.
Yeah, that's how it's supposed to be. It's called congee, and it's basically just you let the rice just almost disintegrate, but it's not a bad thing.
Mm-hmm. That's really
what
good.
Do you think? Easy to eat, tasty.
Yep.
Yeah, and that. Both these bowls probably cost less than 10 cents. Very inexpensive, but it's a very flavorful soup. And I like how the carrots kind of broke down in there.
Yeah, everything's so soft.
Yeah, but it's good, huh? It's like very relaxing. There's something about it that I really like.
Yeah, good flavor, a lot of nice colors.
Yeah, I think it came out well. Again, guys, really no right or wrong. Just let it keep cooking. You can even put it in your slow cooker. You can't mess it up because you want the rice to be very, very soft. Great way to use up leftover rice, but you could use raw rice too. But this is a nice bowl of soup. It will definitely warm you up, and it will definitely fill you up as well. But if you need a little more, make more soup. It's pennies. Triple it. Have 5 bowls. Have some bread. Have a little salad. Anything. But, yeah, and I'm going to show you guys some snacks and all that stuff too. We got to head out, so I think tomorrow's vlog will have some snack options. I got some recipes for that, and we will do like a more breakfasty type food. But this is kind of like lunch for us. Thumbs up, Obi?
Delicious.
All right. Oh, dinner. You know what we're making for dinner tonight?
I don't.
Should we tell them? We are making Kung Pao chickpeas with rice. Chinese tonight. Chinese.
Yeah.
All right, cool. All right, well, we'll catch you guys soon. All right, y'all. So it is dinner time. Dave and I have been out pretty much all day. And we went by Costco. So, you know, Costco, we got some snackies there. But we're hungry. And tonight is Kung Pao chickpeas. So we're breaking out the chickpeas. We haven't used them yet. Although I have... Tomorrow and the next day is going to be breakfast items, and we got some other uses for these chickpeas. But here's the cooked chickpeas, and I had left just like a little bit of the liquid. It kind of went to the bottom, so I scooped out 2 cups of chickpeas, a cup each, with some of that kind of like bean liquid, because that'll just be nice in the sauce to kind of thin it down a little bit. But I got the cooked chickpeas. We're going to put in some carrots. I got 2 carrots with some of the red Fresno chilies. I wanted to use some green beans from that canned vegetables, but they are so sad we are not using them. I've got on the stove, I've got some of the rice that I'm just going to, I got some water in there, And I'm going to steam up, freshen that up. And the sauce for these chickpeas, so I've got a pan here on the stove. I'm going to turn it on here in a second. I'm going to steam these carrots in just a little bit of water. You could use some sesame oil if you have it, would be add a really nice flavor. Or some cooking spray, but again, just a little bit of water to steam them. And I'll add the chickpeas, and then the sauce is going to be just very simple. I don't need any spices. I got the chilies, but I'm going to do like a honey soy sauce. That is a fantastic, easy sauce. So I just want to show you, here's our condiment stash. Every time we go somewhere, we just, you know, we go out for breakfast a lot of times. When we take stuff home, or they have biscuits, take a jam. These had honey. We had honey with the biscuits. I just save them, and they come in handy. So soy sauce from sushi we have on occasion. So I'm going to do just a honey soy. And I'm going to do these 3 packets of soy and these 3 packets of honey. So I won't bore you with opening them. And then I'm just going to put a little bit of garlic powder in there just for a little garlic flavor. And that's it. That's it. If I need to add a little water to kind of make it a little more saucy, then I will. If I need more honey or soy sauce, I have some in the pantry that I'm going to use. Because I want it to have enough sauce that... you know, it goes over that rice, and it's all very, very flavorful. So I'm going to put together this sauce here, and then I'll show you when I get it in the pan. Okay, so I just added a little bit of water to the pan, and the carrots with the peppers. And I sliced these up pretty thin, but I'm just going to let this cook for, I don't know, maybe like 2 minutes. Just kind of soften up a little bit and steam. And then I'm going to add the chickpeas. And I've got this nice sauce. I just put a good sprinkle of that garlic powder. And it's just the soy sauce with the honey. Very, very nice. And if you have any hot peppers, a little scorch of sriracha or some pepper flakes would be really nice. If you like it spicy. If not, then obviously don't add it. And some ginger. If you have fresh ginger, fresh garlic, any of that would be fantastic as well. All right, so these carrots are looking good. I stepped away for a split second and I needed to add just a touch more water. So I added a little bit of water there, and that's going to help with the sauce too. So I've got the carrots going. Now I'm going to add the chickpeas with some of that little bit of liquid that it cooked in. Look at that. This is so healthy, so delicious. If you ever haven't had chickpeas before, garbanzo beans, I really like them. So I've got the carrots in there, and now I'm going to add the sauce. Okay. Soy sauce and honey, a little garlic powder. And you can taste it. If it tastes a little too sweet for you, then just add some more soy sauce. If it's not sweet enough, add a little more honey. You can't mess up sauces like this. You just taste them. Just taste them. All right, so that's that. So now I'm going to let this just kind of heat up nice, kind of boil up a touch, reduce down just a hair. I'm going to taste it, make sure I'm happy with it. And then it's going to go over some rice, and it's going to be absolutely delicious. You could always like mix in a little bit of cornstarch in the cold sauce. You can't mix cornstarch with hot. And it'll kind of get more glossy and glazy like when you get like Chinese food. But this is going to be just fine. So I'll show you in about 4 or 5 minutes of this kind of cooking a little bit what it looks like. And we're going to dig in. All right, guys, sitting down. Look at that. Dave and I have already tasted it, and it is fantastic.
Oh.
Kung Pao chickpeas. Excellent vegan vegetarian dish. Really filling, very flavorful, very simple. What do you think, babe? I know I had you taste it. We just got a waffle maker. That's a new waffle maker.
Yeah.
So, what do you think? Not bad,
Delicious.
huh? You missed
Yeah.
the beat? We eat a lot of like plant-based dishes to begin with. So this is very, very good. I've made something similar in the past, but you can put whatever vegetables you have. If you have broccoli, frozen broccoli, if you have, you know, carrots, corn, some green onions. I mean, you can't go wrong with it. Just a little honey soy sauce. Got garlic powder to add a nice flavor. We like a little spicy, so a little sriracha, but yeah, I got those carrots. Where am I? There we go.
Carrots are crunchy.
There's enough of this. There we go. Yeah. And enough of the sauce just to coat the rice. It's really good.
It is.
That's good.
Yeah.
So anyways, I hope you guys are enjoying this series. Tomorrow, I've got a bunch of things planned. Tomorrow we're doing breakfast, lunch, and dinner. I got so many things going in my mind, like, oh my God.
I do want to say something.
Okay, go ahead.
I was kind of skeptical. I didn't think you could pull making something with what I bought.
You didn't think so?
No.
No? You didn't have enough faith in me?
Not that I have faith in you, but
you just didn't think you can come up with this kind of variety or something? Yeah.
Not at all.
No.
Let's knock out.
And the thing is, guys, if you've been following me for a long time, you know we eat very simply and we eat on a budget. Well, I say a budget. Everybody has their version of a budget, but we pretty much eat almost on $2 a day every single day with my family of 5. It's not hard when you do it like long term. You just got to get into these habits and just learn these little tips and tricks, and you will see it's not very, very difficult to do. When you do these little challenges where you're set with like a certain amount for a certain amount of days, it definitely makes it harder because, you know, you're limited to what you can buy. But if you have a certain amount each week and you're consistent with it, it's very, very easy. So tons of videos. If you're new, I hope you click that subscribe button and the notification bell. Leave us a comment, because the Congee was a suggestion from a few people, and I appreciate that. So let me know what you guys are interested in seeing. We're going to enjoy this, and we will catch you guys tomorrow. Ciao, my friend.